Good morning, I'm Jon Delano. Welcome to the Sunday Business Page. This morning, the 9/11th Air Base in Moon Township is spared the federal budget acts, at least temporarily. We'll talk with the 9/11's commander, Colonel Craig Peters, about what that means to his company and what lies ahead. Then, remarkably encouraging news about the fight against AIDS, as doctors in Mississippi achieve success in treating an infant that was born with a virus that causes AIDS. We'll talk with the University of Pittsburgh's Dr. Bernard McIntyre about the long battle against AIDS and what kind of research is being conducted right here in Pittsburgh. And Pitt's marketing students join forces with the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank to fight hunger. It's all next right here on the Sunday Business Page.
The Sunday Business Page on KDKA Business Page.
Hunger is a very serious problem here in the Pittsburgh area. Many of today's college students sometimes aren't aware of the magnitude of this problem. Recent public opinion research showed that only 3% of students at the University of Pittsburgh identified hunger as an important, high-priority social issue. Marketing students at Pitt's College of Business Administration are out to change that. They've joined forces with the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank in challenging Pitt students to take a bite out of hunger. A marketing class organized its own working agency called Pros in Motion. They're using advertising techniques in a campaign on campus to educate students and help the food bank. Kaylee Tomsick and Ryan Rogan are part of the Pros in Motion project. Zachary Hirschfeld is Communications Technology Coordinator for the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you on here.
Thanks for having us.
Let me start with you, Kaylee, if I may. What exactly did you set out to do?
Well, we are in this class called Projects in Marketing. It's a senior marketing capstone class,
right,
where we take everything that we learned over the course of our entire major and we apply it in the most real world sense you possibly could.
And so you developed a program to do what?
We created a marketing campaign to raise awareness of hunger as an issue and change the existing negative perceptions of those who receive services from the food bank.
And that's such a great goal. Ryan, specifically, how do you do that on campus?
Right now, we're planning executing events to raise awareness about the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank and hunger as an issue in the city of Pittsburgh. Going to have a lot of different kinds of events to bring students together so we can educate them and they can also have fun.
You know, can you give us some nature of the event?
Okay, one big event we're going to be doing is a cooking competition.
A cooking competition?
Yes, kind of in line with some of the shows that are on now. Students will be using ingredients similar to what a family dependent on the food bank might receive. So there'll be judges, there'll be tasting, samples available for observers. We're also going to be doing a big kind of event at the end of the semester where students will be building iconic Pittsburgh landmarks out of cans.
Oh, neat.
We're going to be collecting as many cans and donations as possible throughout all those events.
That's awesome. Zachary, this has to be important to the food bank because, you know, even if only 3% of Pitt students think that this is an issue, we know it's a real issue in the Pittsburgh area, isn't it?
Right, John. We serve 120,000 individuals in the Pittsburgh and southwestern Pennsylvania region each month over 11 counties. And we always need to raise more awareness, and Generation Y and Pitt students in Pittsburgh. I think this program is going to be fantastic to raise awareness and make people aware of hunger. Is it more than just raising awareness? You know, I know like at my church, one Sunday a month we all bring in cans of food and pasta and, you know, the non-perishable kinds of things. Mm-hmm. And it's all put up on the altar, collected and taken out to the food bank. Mm-hmm. I mean, lots of churches do this kinds of things. Is this, do you want to get donations and help in that regard? Is that what you're looking at?
Yes, those are two of our main objectives, is to raise money and get cans, any kind of food.
Right.
But we also want to create a lasting impact on Generation Y. We really want them to see how big of an issue hunger really is and go out and volunteer, whether it's at this food bank, their community's food bank. We really want them to see hunger as big of an issue as it really is.
Why do you think it is, Ryan, that people don't students don't appreciate the real need in the hunger arena? Is it because they're so focused on their studies and other things?
I think that's part of it, but also because food is so readily accessible to us. A lot of students have meal plans, and that's part of our campaign, is addressing the fact that we have meal plans, but that might not be the case for some of the kids who are in grade school or some of the senior citizens who were retired. So
I think that's really an interesting point, because I have kids in college, and I know exactly, you know, we pay for these meal plans and they can eat all they want whenever they want. It's not like hunger is a problem for them. If anything, you have to watch overeating, you know, on the college campus. So how specifically, Zachary, does the food bank interact then with these students on this program?
Well, back in January, it was so great that Professor Gilbert approached us to start this campaign with them, and we presented to the students about what the food bank does. And then 2 weeks ago, they came together and gave us a very professional presentation about the different events that they're going to be holding throughout the spring. And it's really going to be great to get students out to volunteer and to start food drives around campus. And we're really fortunate to have them working with us. Well,
I hope we have some Pitt students watching, but just in case we don't and we have others watching, we do have a website that people can link to. I think we had it up a second ago. I think we can get it back up. It's onemealpitt.com.
Yes.
What do you get when you hit on that?
We have an About page, and all of our social media is linked onto the website. We have a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, and a Tumblr. And so you can access those from there, or you can actually go to our social media websites whenever you do that. And
once again, social media really is the key, I think, to reaching students at Pitt. Frankly, it's now become the key to reaching a lot of us in general. So, ladies, thank you so much for what you're doing at Pitt. Zachary, thanks for what you're doing at the Community Food Bank. We appreciate you coming in and sharing this with us, and good luck to you. I hope you can get lots of cans, lots of cans of food for the Community Food Bank. Thanks again for sharing.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
We'll be back with a program note and more of the Sunday Business Page in just a few moments. Stick with us.
The Sunday Business Page will be back in just a moment.